So to get started, you're going to go to chatgpt.com, hit enter. It'll take you to a page that looks something like this. I recommend creating an account so that you can access this from other devices and it can remember everything you've done for future references. So you can do that by clicking login or sign up on the top right, and you can sign in with your email, or you could sign up just by connecting, your Microsoft account, Apple account, Google account, whatever works for you. Now, I already have an account, so I'm going to switch over to that in another tab here. All right, so once you sign in, it's going to look something like this. We have a box in the middle that says ask anything. And so the first example, the first prompt would be a very simple fact retrieval. So maybe I could say, what do sloths eat? And it'll just give me an answer of, what sloths eat. They're herbivores and stuff like that. And it's going to show you the answers in the middle here. And now I can ask follow-up questions on that. But if I want to change the topic, maybe I want to ask about plants, but I don't really want to talk about sloths anymore, I can have a new conversation. All the conversations are listed on the left side here. So as you use this more and more, you'll have a very long list. And if you want to make a new one, on the top, you can click on this little new chat icon. That'll bring you into that same interface where we can start a new chat again. A few things to note about ChatGPT: it is online, so it's up to date with relevant information. You can ask it about current events and things like that. Second thing, it used to be bad at things like math. It's getting significantly better at mathematics. So if you want to ask questions about math, you totally can, but I recommend, double checking it. If you're asking like wave equations for quantum, for example, it can, more advanced math, it's more likely to have some errors. Another thing, so let's go back to that first example I had. If you don't like the responses, we have a couple things on the bottom. So for one, we can copy this. If we like this and we want to paste it in a Word document, for example, we can give some feedback to the model and say, hey, that was a good response or that was a bad response. We can have it read that aloud to us. We can edit in Canvas. I'll talk about Canvas later. Or if you're like, actually, I didn't specify what I wanted, you can go up here, click on the edit message, and we could say, what do two-toed sloths eat? Maybe we want to be more specific here, and we can say send. It's going to create a new response. But again, if we don't like this response, I can click on the little switch model button and just say try again. It'll try again with the same model here and give us a slightly different response. And we can toggle between the responses with the 1 out of 2 or 2 out of 2 with the left and right arrow. So this is particularly useful later on in the video when we're making images, but even for now, a useful feature to know about. And another thing to note is that if you ever want to search the web, the way you use Google, you can click on search right there. It's going to search the web. And I could say sloth blog. I could just say a sloth blog. It'll find something on the web and it'll link it out for me right here. So it'll give me some summaries of different things as well as links. You can see these little links right here. So Wikipedia, people.com, the Sloth Institute. And so I can click on them, maybe like the Sloth Institute. We can click on that and it'll bring us over to the slothinstitute.org. So a good way to get links if you're trying to find things. So if you're trying to find websites, that little search button is going to be very useful. We have a little 3 bonuses on the top right. If you click on your icon, your logo right there, you can customize ChatGPT. So choose what it's going to call you. You can tell it a little bit more about yourself, what traits you have, and it can change some of the responses tailored to you. We also have tasks. So if I go to tasks, I have it sending me AI news every week. You can add other tasks here and have it, every day do a certain thing, just kind of automating things. And if you don't like the tasks, you could just go and remove them. You could pause them, whatever. They are going to be showing up in a single thread. So mine is somewhere down here on the left side. There we go, AI news briefing. And then lastly, we have my GPT. So there are a lot of other GPTs you can have set up. So if I say explore GPTs, there's like Wolfram, there's Canva, we've got Dolly, we've got all these different things. I recommend browsing through here. This is much, much more advanced if you're looking to really become an extreme power user and have something very tailored to your specific job. I didn't want to dive into these too much because it really is so specific that everyone's going to have very different needs. Some people might be very, very interested in, for example, the Canva one, whereas other people might be more interested in the Scholar one. So I recommend browsing through these and seeing what you're able to actually do with these. But essentially each one is going to be like a custom version of ChatGPT that is more tailored to one specific thing. So maybe this one is more focused on scholarly articles, and like if you're doing a lot of research and it's really important that you have like the truest data possible, then this might be a good one for you. If you are a graphic designer and you just want to brainstorm logo creation rather than having a specific prompt every single time, maybe you just want to use this and it's going to make images and you can kind of just modify them like that.